Meet Tom and Jerry, delivery drivers in the same state. They're both in good health, although Tom has a minor heart condition. One unfortunate day, they both suffered injuries in separate incidents. Tom was making a delivery, which was clearly one of his work-related duties. Jerry, however, was on his lunch break. As it turns out, the circumstances surrounding each of their injuries could determine whether the cost of their medical treatment and reimbursement for lost wages are covered by workers' compensation insurance. You see, a law was recently changed in their state, making it more difficult to qualify for workers' comp benefits. For a claim to be compensable, work must now be the major cause of the injury. Previously, only a causal connection to work was required. Some say employees with injuries that are no longer covered under workers' comp might try to file for Social Security Disability Insurance, or SSDI benefits. As a result, there may be a potential for cost shifting between workers' comp and SSDI. But wait, aren't these totally different ballgames? Yes and no. Workers' comp is intended to compensate injured employees if the injury is work-related. SSDI provides benefits for workers who become totally disabled from an injury or condition, whether work-related or not. As you can see, there is some overlap between the two, so a shift in costs from one program to another could occur. Now let's get back to Tom and Jerry. In Jerry's case, he was deemed eligible to receive workers' compensation benefits, even though he was on his lunch break. How about Tom? Unfortunately, the combination of Tom's pre-existing heart condition and his recent work-related injury left him totally disabled. In this case, Tom may qualify as a dual recipient, making him eligible to receive both workers' compensation and SSDI benefits, subject to a cap. No, not a baseball cap, a cap on his total benefits. In most states, the full workers' comp benefit is paid, and the SSDI benefit is lowered so that the combined benefit does not exceed the cap. The very existence of a workers' comp claim means that SSDI will pay out less than it otherwise would. Now, what if workers' compensation statutes change in a way that affects benefits? In most states, when the combined benefit cap applies, an increase in workers' comp benefits could decrease the SSDI portion, while a decrease in workers' comp benefits could increase the SSDI portion. In about 15 states, often referred to as reverse offset states, the workers' comp benefits are offset for certain types of injuries. There are a lot of moving parts, so who decides if and how workers' compensation laws should change? That would be our friends in the state legislature. They have the challenging task of setting compensability standards and determining the scope of benefits in a way that is fair and balanced for all stakeholders. No pressure, right? Some might think the legislature should just raise benefits paid to injured workers, but doing so results in higher claims costs, which ultimately requires higher premiums. Nevertheless, in the last 15 years, more states have enacted benefit level increases than decreases. Speaking of benefits paid to injured workers, we recently followed up with Tom and Jerry and were thrilled to find that they both have fully recovered from their injuries. Hooray for that! As you can see, there are many moving pieces. It's to everyone's benefit to fully understand how they interact. Doing so will ultimately help to make sure that those who are disabled get the care they need.